the left and the Congress is now not supporting this UCC or against it, mainly because they think that a certain community, especially the Muslims, will be upset with them and move away from them as a vote bank. Do you think the time is now to stop this vote bank politics?
Instead of discussing the individual parties, I have not. I have merely said left parties. I have not named any particular party. But I ask you, you know, in law, in constitution, the words carry a great meaning. What the Article 37 says, it says that these provisions shall not be enforceable by any court, but the principles therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental in the governance of the country, and it shall be duty of the state to apply these principles in making laws. Then Article 44 of the same chapter says, the state shall endeavor to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Now, we might face difficulties. We might take some time to mobilize public opinion and explain to the people who are opposed to the enactment of the Uniform Civil Code. We may take time because it is implied therein that we will have to create conducive conditions. In order to create conducive conditions, maybe if somebody argues that more time is needed, more preparations need to be made, one can understand. But the Constitution does not allow you to go backward. In 1986, a government which had the backing of more than 400 Lok Sabha members, remember the provision under which Shah Bano had got relief was not part of the civil law. It was part of the criminal law, CRPC. Criminal law is one in this country. Criminal Procedure Code is one in this country. Public law is one. Only personal laws were allowed to continue till the time we create conducive conditions for the implementation of Uniform Civil Code. What happened in 1986? We moved exactly in the opposite direction, and by amending a provision of the CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code, we tried to create a different provision. The government tried to create a different provision for one particular community. So you are not only going against the oath to uphold the Constitution of India, you are trying to create separate provisions under the criminal law for separate communities. That legacy is there. Unless they decide to rectify the wrong which they had committed in 1986, I think today if somebody with that kind of legacy tries to oppose the Uniform Civil Code, then it is, if they can go to the extent of having different provisions in the criminal law, and they have never regretted for it, except few individual senior leaders. As a party, they have never expressed any regrets over it. Never said sorry to the nation. So if they want to persist with ignore the provisions of the Constitution,